Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Thrasher Horn Center and the St. John's River State College commencement. At this time, if you would, all please rise for the entrance of the graduates and the platform party. Curtis, last row coming up.
Please remain standing for the singing of the National Anthem played by Curtis Powell and sung by Michaela Whiteside, a student at St. John's River State College, Florida School of the Arts.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
You may be seated. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Gilbert Evans, the Vice President for Student Affairs and Assistant General Counsel here at St. John's River State College, and I will be presiding over this afternoon's program. Please note, your health and safety are most important to us. Therefore, SJRState strictly adheres to the CDC guidelines, and we're asking that you wear your mask at all times. I welcome all of you here today. This is a very special occasion, and I am delighted to see our graduates and so many parents, grandparents, family members, and friends here to help us to celebrate this 69th commencement exercise for St. John's River State College. This is the one opportunity each year that we have to gather as a college with students, faculty, administrators, and trustees from all three of the counties we serve. Each year at this point in the program, it is my privilege and pleasure to share a few interesting facts about this year's graduating class. At the end of these exercises this afternoon, the members of the SJRState class of 2020-2021 will be among over 27,000 men and women, including myself, who are graduates of this college. They represent our three SJRState College campuses, Palatka, Orange Park, and St. Augustine. Our graduates have worked very hard to be here today, and many have overcome great obstacles. They have made extra effort and not excuses, even while going through this pandemic. They have made wise choices, knowing what is happening at this moment is the result of the choices that they have made in the past. They have been helped and encouraged at critical times by family, friends, and college staff. Some of our graduates today are the first in their families to earn a college degree. This morning we had over 100 high school students graduating with their associate in arts degree before they receive a high school diploma. Today we have over 300 students marching in these three ceremonies. Moreover, over 800 students have applied to graduate from St. John's River State College this semester alone. Some students will be earning more than one degree. Several students will receive their bachelor's degree in early childhood education, organizational management, and nursing. Each of our graduates has his or her own special success story. Let's give all of our graduates a round of applause. At this time, Senior Vice President, General Counsel, and Executive Director of the Palatka campus, Melissa Miller, will recognize our faculty members who are retiring. Ms. Miller.
Thank you, Dr. Evans. In keeping with our tradition, graduation is an opportunity to recognize retiring colleagues as important participants in your academic journey. Today, we recognize 4 retiring professors who served our students during careers at the college that spanned from 13 to 32 years. Ingrid Wright joined the faculty in 2008. She currently serves as Professor and Director of Radiographic Technology. She earned her bachelor's degree in radiologic science from Florida Hospital College of Health Sciences and her Master of Health Science from Nova Southeastern University. Prior to joining the college, Professor Wright had a career serving the healthcare needs of patients in Northeast Florida as a practicing radiographic technologist. Her healthcare career included managing the radiography department for Baptist Medical Center Beaches and clinical practice at Flagler Hospital. Her stated educational philosophy emphasizes the importance of diversity in the classroom, which she states helps students learn about individual differences, leading them to become healthcare providers who treat all patients with respect and empathy. Professor Wright has been described by her supervisor as having an unprecedented work ethic, great compassion, as humble and kind, and as a professor with a great desire for student success, one who advocates for what is right. She has been called the radiology mom, and her students describe her as the heartbeat of the radiographic technology program. Ingrid leaves a legacy of positive impact on the radiography program, the Allied Health Department, and St. John's River State College. Professor John Gifford joined the faculty in 2007 as an instructor and coordinator in the Criminal Justice Training Academy. Prior to joining the college, Professor Gifford had a life of service, including his 3.5 years in the United States Army as an airborne ranger in the 1st Cavalry Division. Thereafter, he attended the Police Academy and began with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office in 1975. During his law enforcement career, he earned his associate's degree from Florida State College, Jacksonville, and then spent part of his JSO career teaching at the Northeast Florida Criminal Justice Training Academy. When he joined St. John's River State, he had already worked in every aspect of law enforcement and had honed his skills as a police academy instructor. He has stated, the law enforcement profession requires individuals to work with persons from diverse backgrounds. Students learn from the example I set. John Gifford has trained thousands of law enforcement officers during his career. He is known for his dedication to the success of every student. He has been described by a sheriff in our district as one of the best trainers he had ever encountered. John Gifford exemplifies a life of commitment and service. We thank him for his dedication to our students, our community, and our country. Stephanie Masterson joined the faculty at Florida School of the Arts in 1994 as a professor of voice. She earned her bachelor's degree in music vocal performance from Western Michigan University and her master's degree in music vocal performance from Florida State University. She is an accomplished performer in her own right, having performed in many venues in her academic and professional career prior to joining the college. At SJRState, she has continued to perform in productions with her students, most recently in a tour de force performance in the role of the mother in Gypsy. She is an excellent teacher who has developed close and supportive mentoring relationships with her many students. She has proudly watched them launch successful careers in the performing arts after they have entertained audiences in scores of productions of Florida School of the Arts. During these uncertain times, art and beauty are even more vital to our lives, adding to our sense of peace and well-being as we persevere. We thank Professor Masterson for sharing her artistic gifts of teaching and performing with the students of Florida School of the Arts and with our entire community. Our longest-serving faculty member retiring this year is Professor Mike Meehan. Professor Meehan joined the faculty as a psychology instructor in 1989. Prior to joining the college, he earned his Bachelor of Science in Psychology from Jacksonville University and his Master's in Social Work from St. Louis University. Professor Meehan has maintained his dedication to his profession of mental health counseling as he has continued to serve his clients throughout his teaching career. He has specialized in the therapeutic areas of depression, anxiety, PTSD, drug and alcohol dependence, and marital and family counseling. He has lived as a role model of service to his community and country. While practicing and teaching, he served as an officer in the United States Army Reserves. Professor Meehan estimates he has taught over 9,000 students during his career at the college. He is known as an inspiring teacher who has motivated many students to go into the profession of mental health care. He has been able to use his clinical experience to enrich his teaching with real-life case studies. When his teaching influence is combined with the care he has given to the people in need of his clinical skills and his military contributions throughout his career, we see a person who has dedicated his life to service. All of the professors retiring this term are wonderful examples of the value of the State College educational experience. These are professionals who represent real and successful careers, serving, protecting, and enriching our lives, and who have chosen to share their talent with our students. Please join me in thanking these dedicated retiring faculty members. Ingrid Wright is here today, but the others, because of social distancing, are not able to join us, and I hope we'll be able to celebrate with all of them soon. Congratulations to all of you, and let's give them a round of applause.
Thank you, VP Miller, and again, congratulations to our retirees. At this time, it is my pleasure to present to you the president of St. John's River State College, Mr. Joe Pickens. He shall address the class at this time. President Pickens.
Thank you, Dr. Evans. Before I get to my remarks, there are several people here that I would like to specifically introduce to the graduates and to the audience. The first are members of our District Board of Trustees who are with us here today. The first is our chair, Wendell Davis. Wendell. And our vice chair, Rich Commando. Up in the president's box to my left, I'd like to introduce three people. The first being Dr. Evans' wife, Deetra Evans. Deetra. The second is our former District Board of Trustees chairperson and current state representative, Sam Garrison. And last but not least, I'd like to introduce the First Lady of the college to you, but I didn't do this at 9 o'clock or at 1 o'clock, but it's been a long day for some of us, and it's certainly been a long day for Carol. So I want to share with you that yesterday at 11 o'clock in the morning, Carol was undergoing surgery, not minor surgery either. And yet she chose today, rather than convalesce as her doctors told her that she should, she said, I want to be with the president, and I want to be with the college, and I want to be with the graduates. For like Dr. Evans, Carol is also a graduate of St. John's River State College. She's doing something pretty extraordinary today. She's being here with us. So please join me in welcoming and thanking my wife, Carol Pickens. So what does one say to a group of graduates, even as the president, that had to overcome a pandemic and did? This morning as I was driving up here, and even today, now my sheet is blank of ideas. Carol even asked me, are there a couple of thoughts you want me to write down while we're driving up here to speak to the graduates about? And graduates, I had nothing. For I know what it was like for me and for us as a college community and family to overcome and live through and prosper in a pandemic. I know what it was like for us to summon all of our resources to try to make it more possible, certainly not easier, but more possible for you to continue what you started out before the pandemic hit. And we did our best. But it's not possible for me to know what each and every one of you that I'm looking at right now and all of your family members up in the audience, I can't possibly know what you actually went through during the pandemic in order to achieve the success that you're being recognized for today. As your president, it'd be pretty logical for me to say, I know how you feel, for we went through it too. But the truth is, while I may know how you feel, I don't know what you went through. I just know that you did, and I know that you're awesome for it. When I asked superintendents of schools this morning to describe one word that would, in their minds, be emblematic of what this year's class stands for, and it was perseverance. Certainly, you all persevered, but I like to think that you also had an inner hope. You saw a light at the end of the tunnel that maybe others didn't, and you worked harder than you ever thought you were going to have to when you embarked on this plan to get your degree than you ever thought you might. And you overcame things that you never imagined, indeed the world never imagined, that you would have to overcome. Graduates, for that you deserve our admiration and our respect. You are awesome. You are awesome. I want to suggest to you that with the degree that you are earning today comes a responsibility, a civic responsibility that I am asking you to fulfill going forward. Certainly you will use what you have learned over the last few or several years for some of you to make a better life for yourself, as you should, and a better life for your family or the families that you're going to have, and you should. But I'd also suggest to you that in American society, the society that we love and cherish so much, that you also have a responsibility to make those around you better as well. Use the gifts that you have. Use the education that you have earned. Use the experience that has come with that, not just to make you better and your family better, but your community better. Everyone will be better for it. I'd ask you to consider getting outside of your comfort zone. I did it when I, like Mr. Garrison, ran for public office and was elected to the Florida House of Representatives. It's amazing for me to say this, but it is true. I was elected to the Florida House of Representatives before most of you were born. And now I have the chance to speak to you as your president. That leap of faith, way out of my comfort zone, changed my life forever. Getting out of your comfort zone doesn't mean necessarily running for office, but some of you should. Getting outside of your comfort zone doesn't necessarily mean doing something that you otherwise wouldn't do, but it certainly means thinking about it and considering it. And then if you choose not to do it, you will have made a knowing and, yes, educated decision to not do so. But whatever it is that you consider, hopefully, in fulfilling what you see as your civic responsibility as an educated American, remember this. Whatever it is, if you don't do it, someone else will. If you don't do it, someone else will. And that someone else may do a very fine job at it, whatever it may be. But that person isn't and can't be you. Only you have the unique combination of talent and thought and abilities that you have. Sometimes that is exactly the problem, that someone else will do it if you don't. Be the special person that you are now and that you will become, and use those special talents in fulfilling whatever you consider to be your civic responsibility. And this last comment may be not necessary for you because, as I said in the beginning, you have overcome the unimaginable, the unpredictable, the unforeseeable in your journey to your achievement today. But it is a fallback position and message for me, especially on days like this where words sometimes just don't seem enough to recognize you for the awesomeness that you collectively are, and singularly, each of you is too. It's a line from a 1970s pop group called America, fittingly enough. The song was entitled Tin Man. Hopefully, and certainly to appreciate this metaphor the most, you need to be familiar with The Wizard of Oz. It was required watching when I was a younger adult, and certainly as a child, and something that we looked forward to. So we remember the story that Dorothy and the Cowardly Lion and the Tin Man and the Scarecrow were all off looking for the Wizard of Oz to find something that they needed, whether it was a heart or courage or to get home. And what they found out at the end of the movie in this case, and what we're reminded by, by the pop group America, is that Oz never did give nothing to the Tin Man that he didn't already have. You don't need an Oz in your life to find for you or to give to you something that you think you need to achieve or to continue achieving. Again, you've probably already learned that by seeing your best made and best laid plans interrupted by a pandemic. But if in the future you do feel yourself in that place, think of America. Think of America. And think of what America said. Oz never did give nothing to the Tin Man that he didn't already have. So as I close and remind you again of your awesomeness, I ask you this in consideration of your civic responsibilities. What will you do? How will you use your awesomeness? How? Thank you.
Thank you, President Pickens, for those encouraging remarks. At this time, Dr. Melanie Brown, Vice President of Academic Affairs, Executive Director of the St. Augustine Campus, and Dr. David Campbell, Vice President for Workforce Development, will present the students from their respective programs to Dr. Pickens.
President Pickens, on behalf of the faculty of St. John's River State College, it is my pleasure to present to you the college's candidates for the Bachelors of Science in Early Childhood Education. These students have met all requirements and are therefore entitled to receive their degree.
President Pickens, it is my pleasure on behalf of the faculty to present to you the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Nursing and the Bachelor of Applied Science in Organizational Management. These candidates have met the specified program requirements and are therefore entitled to receive their degree.
Well, I guess in keeping with my theme, will those awesome students receiving bachelor's degrees please rise? Graduates, by the power invested in me by the Florida Legislature, I, Joe Pickens, the president of St. John's River State College, do hereby bestow upon you the bachelor's degree which you have obtained, with all the honors, rights, and privileges appertaining thereunto. After your name is called, please come forward to receive your diploma.
All bachelor students can have a seat except for those being directed to come to the stage. First two rows where you will come forward. For the information of the audience, graduates wearing yellow stoles and tassels are members of Phi Theta Kappa National Honorary Scholastic Society. I will announce honors for today's marching graduates. Scholastic honors are also indicated in the program for previous terms. Vice President Caroline Tingle, Vice President of Development and External Affairs, and Director of Clay County Community Affairs will assist me with announcing the names.
Michelle Leah Bouchard. Marcus Daniel Francisco with highest honor. Cade Allen Hansford. Laura Lee Jeter. Tamia Monica Oliver. Holly Beth Connor. Alexa C. Smith. Stacy Elizabeth Whirling. Tennille Marissa Taylor Pollock. Shannon Marie Williams. Kristen K. Reeby. Sydney Blair Cox with high honor. Katie Frances Tucker with honor. Austin Michael Hyman. Dudley DePaul Lee Jr. with honor. Shannon Lee Scott. Tessa Marie Garrett. Jennifer Page Watts. Jamie Nicole Green with honor. Stephanie Joanne Lane with highest honor. Mackenzie Elaine Little. Hannah Renee Shell. Lauren Nicole Zatowski with high honor. Allison Page Sturgill with honor. Taylor Miller with honor. Katie Frazier. Jessica Nicole Biebergau. Acton Lee Smith. Melissa Ann Parker. Savannah Marie Disharoon. Angela Zay, with honor.
President Pickens, on behalf of the faculty of St. John's River State College, it is my pleasure to present to you the college's candidates for the Associate of Arts degree and the Florida School of the Arts Associate in Science degree and certificate programs. These students have met all requirements and are therefore entitled to receive their degree or certificate.
President Pickens, it is my pleasure on behalf of the faculty to present to you the candidates for the Workforce Associate in Science and Certificate programs. These candidates have met the specified program requirements and are therefore entitled to receive their degree or certificate.
Will those awesome graduates receiving the Associate in Arts, Associate in Science, and/or certificate please rise? Graduates, by the power vested in me by the Florida Legislature, I, Joe Pickens, the President of St. John's River State College, do hereby bestow upon you the degree and/or certificate which you have obtained, with all of the honors, rights, and privileges appertaining thereunto. After your name is called, please come forward to receive your diploma.
The remaining students may have a seat until your row is called. Falcon Briggs. Brittany Dale Marie Booker. Seth Malcolm Knight. Heather Lee Buchanan with highest honor. Tony Johnson. Tammy Lee Fasley with high honor. Carmen Beatrice Pearson. Kelly Marie LaCouture. Vandavi Chia. Sajal Patel. Megan Kaylee Wade. Monique Corrigan. Julie Ann Boyer. Myra Daniela Duran, with honor. Anthony Roy Sanchez, with honor. Jacqueline Marie Waycaster. Jenna Lucille Head, with honor. Michael Lombrezo III, with honors. Brittany Marie Lanier. Caitlin Marie Carter. Mara Evans. Amber Marie Anderson. Ashley Holland Vaughn, with high honor. Shannon Elizabeth Cedar. Michelle Nicole Dufresne, SJRState Hall of Fame. Cheyenne Elizabeth Walker. Holly Renee Harrell, with highest honor. Wanda Liz Daltrey. Mallory Jessica Pierce. Delchandra Boyd Scriven. Rebecca Connor Denton. Deborah Chestnut Bohannon. Jessica Lee Abels. Tamaria Brianna Harrison. Jessica Helen Rafferty. Madeline Riley DeGrande. Leanna Marie Ireland. Abigail Frances Loudon. Haley Alyssa Maddox. Gabrielle Jennifer Rowland. Kimberly Catherine Jarvis with highest honor. Stephanie Lynn Buey. Kayla Lynette Carson. Katie Ann Charbonneau. Andrew Lawrence Reynolds with high honor. Delance Maurice Jones, Jr. Alexandra Marie Willer. Megan Alexandra Kraus Gladen with honors. Gertrude Sierra Bell. Ruth Selly Ortiz with honors.
Will all of the graduates please rise? Graduates, before we conclude the ceremony with the removing of the tassel and my apparently having established awesome as the word of the day, I want to do a couple of things. The first is, while all of our faculty are incredible human beings, some of them are retiring today, and one of them is here. And she is especially awesome. And so I'd like for all of us, please, to stand, as I know you want to, and recognize Ingrid for her time here at the college. Thank you so much for everything you have done for the college and for our students. Ingrid Wright, you will be sorely missed. And that's a little better, but I will say this social distancing makes for kind of a solemn event. And so here's what I'd like you to do, graduates. I'd like you to repeat after me, please. I am awesome. Come on. I am awesome. Yes, you are, graduates. Yes, you are. And graduates, this is the time that you should have been waiting for, and that is, you may now move your tassel from the right to the left. Congratulations.
You may be seated. On behalf of the graduating class, I would like to thank members of our Board of Trustees, our President, and other administrators, faculty, and graduation marshals, members of the graduation committee, the entire student services staff, especially Ms. Sharon Silcox, Suzanne Lineberger, and Karen Thomas, our ushers, SGA officers, our interpreters, and the facilities maintenance and security crews, and Mr. Phelps for handling our lighting and sound today. Finally, on behalf of the St. John's River State College family, I congratulate these awesome graduates once more on your accomplishments and wish each of you the very best as you continue with life and learning. Continue to strive for excellence, continue to move forward, and yes, never quit. I will close with the advice that Polonius gave his son Laertes in Shakespeare's Hamlet. Give every man thou ear, but few thy voice. Costly thou habits as thy purse can buy. Neither a borrower nor a lender be. And above all, to thine own self be true. Thou canst not be false to any man. And as Polonius said, farewell. God bless each of you. God bless St. John's River State College, and God bless America. Let us all stand in place for the recessional.